they'll be calling you a radical. So Dillon Jones finally gets his big day today. So the NBA draft, he's the wild card. Big time, he's the wild card. So there's teams that draft players because of sports merchandising, just because of contemporary herd. It's like the big French. Oh, he's the next LeBron. He's the next Michael Jordan. I don't think so. You know, number one pick last year, the Spurs. I mean, he had a good year, but the Spurs had the worst record in the NBA. It's about winning. So there's teams that draft players a la carte, and then there's teams that draft to win. There's a reason that certain franchise win and certain franchise never win. Utah Jazz never win. Should they? Stockton and Malone? Oh, let me coach that team. All 5'6" pounders. I mean, it's unbelievable. Coaching matters, you know, especially in playoff situations. Lillard, a lot of bad luck with Lillard here. Dillon, past so similar. Past so similar. Except for one thing. Lillard was an NBA player from the day he got here. Bad luck. Never played in the Big Sky. They never won the Big Sky championship. Never did. Neither did Dillon. Same coaching tree, same results. Got to go with that left, Jerry Harding. There's your best player who ever played here, Jerry Harding. I'm telling you. I mean, he would have just been a mega superstar in the NBA. But it's the NBA. Most franchises are not about winning. I mean, it's about something. Sports merchandise. Oh, hell yes. You know, revenue. Yeah, billionaire play toys. People that are not committed to winning. They're committed to money. You know, the Jazz ownership. Larry Miller wanted to win. Oh, hell yeah, he wanted to win. Big time. And they got the legacy trust through to keep the Jazz and the Miller family forever. What this apparatus they have now, I mean, the BYU Jazz, forget it. They're not committed to win. They're committed to change the culture. That's what they're set up to do. You know, the CIA Jazz, to tear down a Bravenel Hall. So who do I think will get Dillon? Well, I've always said the Lakers. I know the Celtics want him really bad. You know, those are franchises to win. I call him Dillon Magic, Dillon Dantley Jones. He's the wild card, the big time wild card. But the more it gets closer, I think the team that really gets it, and you read, because these scouts don't get it. I mean, if you're going to, I like how they're quoting Kevin O'Connor, who was the Jazz. He talked about pitiful. How do you still prop that guy up? I mean, most of these draft picks that these guys, you go through the history of his picks. Any of them in the Hall of Fame? Any of them going to be in the Hall? Hell no. Not even close. Remember, this is the guy who passed on, and you're still like he's some kind of guy. Didn't he pass on Paul? Yeah, he passed on him. Didn't he pass on Parker? Yeah. I mean, so there's franchises that just do not get it. And they're propped up. The whole draft thing, yeah, I'm going to the draft party. I mean, it's so weird. Then there's teams that draft players that fit, players that win. That's where Dillon Jones is. So you've got the mix on the right direction. Their beat writer's the only one that really gets it. He knows. He's all over Dillon Jones. You know, will Dillon Jones be hanging around in the late first round? I don't think so. I think there'll be some trades. I think he's going to go earlier than you think. We'll see, because I think he's too good. I mean, he's too great of an asset to gamble and let go. You think Damian Lillard was a great draft pick? Oh, you think? NBA Hall of Famer. Guaranteed. Dillon, never been a player like this in his. I mean, the diversity of this player is staggering. I've all my years here, and I've been here since the Sojourner back in the Swenson. The whole time, I saw a lot of great players here. Scotty Bamforth, Jeremy Siegel, Damian Lillard, Jerry Carty, Willie Sojourner, Justin Thigpen, Harold Arsenault, the show, Eddie Gill, Jiminy Grafferty, Ruben Nemhart, Joe Ballenboy. Never have I seen a player like this. Never. Never. The greatest player in the history of this school, well, at least in that building. I mean, you could still make a hell of a case for Willie Sojourner. What a great player. So, oh yeah, he got a ring. He won a championship with the Doctor. So, wherever Dillon goes, my prediction with Dillon Jones, I think he'll just be a mega superstar as far as a franchise that wins. I think he's going to be one of those players that's going to score way more than you think. He's going to be one of those players that they look back in a few years and like, how the fuck did these teams miss this guy? How? When it's right there in your face. How did we pass on this guy? Again, there's certain franchise that win, and then there's certain ones that just cannot. But it's hip to clip. They probably will never win. The Jazz probably will. I mean, there's franchises that always figure it out. You know, well, how did the Celtics finally turn it around? They were so mediocre for so long time. Talk about players. They got the coach and Annie Ainge, who, you know, the whole apparatus that was running the thing that couldn't win. Whatever, they moved him to Utah, where that's kosher here. That's the way here. That's the way. Mediocrity at its finest here. We love it. We worship it. It's like here at Weber State. Mediocrity at its finest. The Randy Ray coaching tree's gone on for how long? When we used to fucking be a friend. We used to be a team here that winning mattered. Winning doesn't matter anymore. Why? Got me. The Jazz, winning doesn't matter. People that go to the Jazz, now they've lost all their base fans that were the real guy. It's a place to be seen. Well, that's the NBA, right? But then there's other franchises like the Celtics, like the Lakers. Oh boy, it's about winning. The Knicks gonna get back. You know, I mean, those great series in the '70s. Remember how great those were? Knicks versus Celtics. So the Knicks have 2 picks in the 20s together. I think they're going to trade up. I think you're going to have a little chess game go between the Lakers, the Celtics, and the Knicks for Dillon Jones because I think they get it. I know that beat writer. I turned Dillon on to that guy. I told that guy, Dillon, come here. Look who's right. That guy knows his shit, boy. And so I think one of those 3 is going to get him. And I think he's going to go a lot earlier than hanging. His history's going to look back. By the way, Lillard, talk about bad luck. You know, head by 22 points in the championship game, got beat here. That was Anthony Johnson, who passed away this year. That injury. Everybody says, well, Damian Lillard wasn't in shape. Damian Lillard not in shape is like the average athlete in shape. Well, it's been 12 years. You ever seen Damian Lillard's workout ethic? It's like mine. You know, he was on this camp saying that Fukushima. Who could go at that level for 12? So, he has. So, you know, those 2 injuries, you lost your key player, but no, they'll be back next year. So that's where I think. You know, I think he's going to go a lot higher than you think, and I think history's going to look back. Like I said, I remember when the Jazz passed on Chris Paul. I'm like, what the hell? I remember when they passed on Tony Parker. What the hell? And, you know, the big guy at the Spurs, you know, we know how draft picks work. We know how they work. You know, What an era. This is a big day. It's an important day. Irregardless where he goes in the draft, I think he's going to be a big-time winner. I think he's going to be one of these players that people look back and says, my God, years from now, they're going to say, holy shit. The guy won championships. Stay tuned.